वाहगुरू जी का खालसा वाहगुरू जी की फतेह। अज असी कैलीफोर्निया के लॉस एंजलस के इरवाइन सिटी दे विच उस प्रोटेस्ट का हिस्सा बने हैं जिहड़ा कि सेव अवर लाइव्स के नां थले अमरीका भर दे आलमोस्ट सारे शहरों के विच ही कीता जा रहा। लॉस एंजलस के विच भी 3-4 थावां दे उत्ते प्रोटेस्ट हो रहे और इस दे विच गल देखण वाली है जिहड़ी गल ने मैनूं प्रभावित कीता है कि जदों असी सिविल सोसाइटी की गल करते हैं बहुत वार असी सरकार ने ये कर दिता है जां सरकार ये क्यों नहीं करती जां सरकार ये कर दे, पर ये जदों असी अमरीकन डेमोक्रेसी की गल करते हैं अमरीका दे विच जागरूकता है कि जिथे लोग अपने हकों लई खलोंदे ने, जिथे जदों उन्हां नूं लगदा है कि कोई गल ठीक नहीं हो रही जां उस बारे उन्हां दा डिफरेंट ओपीनियन है तो वो बाहर सड़कों ते निकलते हैं। और जिन्ना इंप्रैसिव इकट्ठ इत्थे ये गल दसदा है कि अमरीका के लोग जिहड़ी अजकल गन वायलेंस खास करके फ्लोरिडा दे विच जिथे कि एक पागल शूटर ने 17 के करीब इनोसेंट बच्चों नूं जिहड़ा है वो मारिया। इस तो पहला असी कनेटिकट दे विच दुखद घटना और कोई दिन ऐसा नहीं वापरदा जिथे कि हुण कोई ना कोई घटना खास तौर पर जो स्कूलों के विच बच्चों के उत्ते अटैक होए ने ते अमरीकन सोसाइटी दे विच ये एक डिबेट है कि अमरीकन कांग्रेस के विच क्यों नहीं टफर गन कंट्रोल लॉज बनते ताकि घट्टो घट ठीक है भी जिथे असी अमरीका की सैकेंड अमेंडमेंट की गल करते हैं राइट टू वेयर एंड बेयर आर्म्स, और जे असी सिख नुकता निगाह तो देखिए तो फिर असी किरपानधारी खालसा असी कोई ये नहीं है कि शस्त्र जां वैपन्स इन्हां दे खिलाफ हैं, बट एट द सेम टाइम किते ना किते कोई ना कोई कंट्रोल होना ये बड़ा ज़रूरी है क्योंकि जिस सोसाइटी दे विच मैंटल सिकनेस वध रही है और असी देखते हैं कि अमरीका जिथे हज़ारां वाक़या हेट क्राइम के सिखां के खिलाफ होए ने उत्थे ओक क्रीक विस्कॉन्सन दे विच गुरुद्वारा साहब के अंदर आके लगभग 3 साल पहला 6 सिखां नूं जिहड़ा वो मौत के घाट उतारिया गया सी, शहीद किया गया सी। सो असी समझते अज दे इस इकट्ठ दे विच सिख नुमाइंदे भी शिरकत कर रहे हैं। यूनाइटेड सिक्स का एक पूरा वॉलंटियर ग्रुप इसका हिस्सा है और असी ये भी दसना चाहते हैं कि असी बेशक ये भी है कि दूसरी साइड भी है जिहड़े दूसरी एडवोकेसी करते होणगे, पर असी समझते हैं भी अमरीकन सिविक सोसाइटी दे विच सिख क्योंकि इस वेले 1 मिलियन के लगभग सिख अमरीका च वसते हैं और बहुत बार सानू शिकायत हुंदी है कि साडे ते इन्ने जुल्म होए ने, जुल्म हो रहे ने लगातारता दे नाल, दूसरे लोग साडे बारे क्यों नहीं बोलते या क्यों नहीं साडे नाल खलोंदे। सो मैं समझदा भी ये मैसेज भी इत्थे दे सिख जिहड़े पार्टिसिपेट कर रहे हैं वो दे रहे हैं कि जिथे असी भारतीय कब्जे वाले पंजाब च भारतीय फौज के जुल्म भारतीय सरकार की नीतियों की विरोधता करते हैं और खास तौर पर उत्थे अज जदों असी ये गलबात कर रहे हैं शहीद भाई गुरबख्श सिंह दे पिंड ठसका अली जिला कुरुक्षेत्र दे विच हज़ारां की गिणती सिख संगतां पहुंचियां ने। उन्हां दे अंतिम संस्कार उन्हां दी अंतिम इच्छा है कि बंदी सिखां की रिहाई होए, ये मुद्दा भी मेन मुद्दा है। उत्थे असी अमरीकन समाज दे विच भी ये मैसेज दे रहे हैं कि असी अमरीका विच जिहड़ियां समस्यावां जिन्हां दे विच इस वेले गन्स नूं लैके वड्डी डिबेट है उस दे विच भी इस गल दे हक च है कि गन्स दा किते ना किते कोई ना कोई क्रेजी लोकां दे हत्थ जाण तो इन्हां दा कंट्रोल करन दे लई स्ट्रिक्ट जिहड़ा बैकग्राउंड चैक और दूसरे जिहड़ी चीज़ां ने वो कीतियां जाण। सो असी जिहड़ा LA दे विच ही है और कल दा दिन असी इत्थों दे मुख गुरुद्वारा साहब एलंबरा वालनट दे विच शहीद भगत सिंह की याद विच मनाए जा रहे समागम नूं भी कवर करांगे। वाहगुरू जी का खालसा वाहगुरू जी की फतेह।
I'm here today as a resident of Orange County to show my solidarity with the movement against NRA and the out of control spread of the gun and the violence in the United States. There needs to be control over who gets to have the gun and control over assault rifles that are meant for battlefield and not for day-to-day environment that we live in. I hope with the momentum that's created after the Florida high school massacre, enough people would come to their senses and vote and come to the polling station to make a difference and do away with any politician that's under NRA control and under NRA paycheck. Let's stand united together to make sure the regulation of gun and control of who gets to have the gun, especially a side rifle, is something that we can see in our lifetime. Thank you.
Hi there, my name is Taylor. I'm a college student at the University of Oregon, and today we're here in Irvine, California. We're protesting for gun reform. We've had enough of all of the violence. Our children don't deserve this. I don't want my children to have to hide under a desk. And I don't want my little brother ever to be in a situation where he has to fear for his life in a school. And that's why we're here today, to make change, and change needs to start now with our votes and with our voices, and we need to speak out and we need to speak loud. Arms are for hugging. Thank you.
I'm local here. I'm also a junior high teacher for 35 years. I should not be having my students go through trainings on avoiding gun attacks. Guns should be for hunting animals, not people. We need to stop it. We need to make the laws stricter for gun control. I feel very strongly about this. My school did a walkout organized by the students. It was amazing. Our message was, try kindness, be nice to everybody. Look at the person, the student who doesn't have a friend, invite them to lunch. Be kind, do not be mean. We need more kindness in the world and fewer guns.
Be on the sidewalk, please.
For the students, we march. For our children, we march for my niece that doesn't have the opportunity to march. She was killed in Aurora, Colorado. I am so proud of the students of Parkland, Florida. They've opened up a conversation and they are keeping it going, and I know that they're going to continue to keep it going.
We are so excited to be representing this march in Irvine. Gun control is such an important issue. We believe if you have rights, you need to exercise your responsibility. Responsible gun ownership. We think that all public places, schools, should be very, very safe for our citizens. And we encourage everybody to go out and vote.
That's right, go out and vote!
Vote!
Yeah, we stand in solidarity with all the kids, Marjorie Stoneman Douglas, and all the other kids out there who are just scared for their lives. That shouldn't be what their lives are about. It should be about studies and books. You know, come on, let's have some sense here, people.
So please, citizens, wake up and please vote.
Please vote.
Thank you.
This is my first march, and we wanted to be a part of something bigger than us, and I'm inspired by the Parkland students who said enough was enough, and the fact that they're calling out that nothing has changed since Columbine. They've grown up in this, and this is the only world they've ever known, and they're still not going to take it lying down. I'm inspired by them, and that's why we're out here today.
I think gun control is very important because it protects us from our Second Amendment right, and I believe that it will help us stay in school and not have to worry about these types of situations, because in classrooms so many things can happen, and we just want to feel safe and have our teachers feel safe as well, and not have to worry about locking down their students just because of there's some activist out there, a shooter out there trying to control our future.
So gun control is a problem because it's easier to buy a gun than it should be. You can walk in with a wad of money to most states. California's better than a lot, but most states you can walk in and just buy a gun for a wad of money, and there's very little background checks. Or if you go to a gun show, there's no background checks if you're buying from a private seller. That's ridiculous. There's no reason we should be having people walk around with assault weapons. They can mow down so many people so quickly. It's insane. We aren't trying to take away guns from people. We're trying to make it just safe for people to go to school, and children shouldn't be scared to go to school anymore. Our politicians are being bought by special interests, all kinds of special interests. The NRA is just one of them. Americans as a whole absolutely want gun control. It's the politicians who've sold their souls, and that's the reason why we don't have gun control, and it's horrendous.
Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. I'm very passionate about gun control. It's not that I'm totally against guns, but I think all the assault type rifles, military type rifles should be banned to prevent these mass shootings, and we need to save our kids from this violence. We need to help them just learn at the schools and not be afraid to go to the schools. And this is our job, and this is how we should deal with it. Thank you.
We're here because I want to protect my sisters in school. They shouldn't have to go to school in fear for their lives every day. That's not something I had to deal with when I was 11. That's not something they should have to deal with when they're 11. So that's why we're here today. Mimi Walters has got to go.
I agree with Grace most because I don't want to go to school every day and think that there's going to be something wrong that's going to happen. I just want to go to school to learn, not for anything else.
We are here to make sure our voices are heard, and eventually there's a change in the gun control in this country so that our kids, not just our kids, anyone in the country doesn't have to be afraid the way they are, and they're protected, and guns are not used as a menace for the society. So this is democracy, how it works, civic responsibility of the people and how they feel on a certain issue, and we also feel the same way. So there has to be a change so that guns are not used for the kind of violent episodes that we have been seeing at schools and across the country. Thank you.
Because Mimi Walter is saying yes, guns need yes, I want guns in the city, but I'm saying no, so that's why I am here to vote.
What are you here for?
I'm here so that Mimi Walter can get out. I mean, make good choices and not vote for guns.
Because gun control is important because we don't want any more of our peers to die from semi-automatic fire. We need to control the distribution of guns so these shootings don't happen anymore.
We're here because we want to protect our kids. This is our future, and it's time that we hold everybody accountable to make the right choice and start protecting our children.
Hi, we're here in Irvine, California, marching for gun control. It's important that our kids can go to school without fear. Not everybody should be allowed to have guns. There needs to be reform. This is crazy. The shootings are getting out of control, and it's just not safe, and we need to feel safe again to go to venues, to go to schools, to enjoy our daily lives. We need to put an end to this violence.
Do you know what I pray for? Do you know what I'll fight for?
us, our lives. I support a mandatory background check on all gun sales and closing loopholes. Who supports that? I support campaign is so proud to be working for you and with you to flee from big banks. We don't take money from big oil. We don't take money from big pharma. And we don't take money from the NRA. Gun violence, taking it on, working to stop it. It's a top issue in our campaign. I've been talking about it every day. That's why I'm losing my voice. I've been talking about it every day since I started this campaign 1 year ago. I am so proud to stand here today with each one of you as we let Mimi Walters. I am so honored to have the moms demand gun candidate sense distinction. Look at their logo. Flip it around. In 2018, at the polls, expect us! 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 Thank you so much to each of you. I'm going to keep this speech short because today is not about my campaign. Today is about each one of you. And it's about each one of our neighbors and friends and family who can't be here today, but we know stand with us to protect our kids, our schools, our communities, our churches, our places of worship from gun violence. 2018 isn't the NRA's year. 2018 is our year!
We have kids protesting here, but it's crazy that it's come down to this, but we got to do what we have to do to put an end to it and make sure everyone's safe in schools, most especially. So
UCI, college Democrats, it's you young people that are leading us down. You're the ones making the change we want to see right now. Now, my wife Jane is a domestic violence professor. She's the head of the Orange County Death Review Team. She has been working for decades on this, and we know that enough is enough. I'm not here as a UCI law professor or as a king. I'm here because I care. I'm a dad of 3 young kids, and it's time that we take back our country from the NRA. You guys can't hear me in the back. There are 33,000 gun deaths in the United States every year. That's way too many. We've already had 17 school shootings this year. It's only been 11 weeks into the year. What we're witnessing right now is an epidemic, and it's one of our making is because people like Mimi Walters refuse to step up and make our kids safe. We know that the NRA lobbying machine is out of control. We know this should not be a partisan issue. Republicans, Democrats, Independents, we all want our kids to be safe. We don't want to worry about them going to schools, churches, mosques, temples, parks, and worrying about the specter of gun violence. We shouldn't have to be here today. We should be out at the movies, at the mall, hanging out at our kids' baseball games. But our political leadership has failed us. We're the only first world country in the world that has this level of gun violence. And as many of you know, after a school shooting in 1996, Australia passed major gun reform, and they've gotten rid of gun violence in that country. We need to do something similar here. We have massacre after massacre after massacre in this country, and yet we never see any changes. Columbine, Virginia Tech, Fort Hood, Sandy Hook, Aurora, San Bernardino, Isla Vista, Orlando, Las Vegas, Sutherland Springs. How many more? All we ever hear from our Republican elected officials in Congress is their thoughts and prayers. We need more than thoughts and prayers. We need action. shooting. This is heartbreaking. We're saying right now, I don't want to have to send my kids off to school every morning worrying that they might not come back. I hate the fact that our kids today are going through school shooting drills. That is unacceptable. There are 33,000 deaths, I want to repeat that figure again, every year in the United States from guns. That's something that's entirely preventable, and yet we've not done so. Shame on Mimi Walters. Shame on our Congress. We deserve political leaders who will stand up for us and against the NRA, represent us, the moms, the dads, the grandmas, the grandpas, the kids. Unfortunately, Mimi Walters is our representative and refuses to engage with us. She's out of touch.
Mimi Walters, whose office we're having this March for Our Lives rally in front of.
Yes, and you addressed the rally as well where you made your points. What do you have to say why it is important that this change must occur?
Yes, we need to realize that until we elect people who have the courage to stand up to powerful special interests and reject NRA money and listen to what families want, what children want, what parents want, what grandparents want, our Orange County communities want common sense gun protections. And Mimi Walters ignores us and votes with the NRA, bought and sold.
In the last couple of months, almost 17 events of shootings in different schools and other places have happened. Why US Congress is not moving to come up with some comprehensive legislature to stop such kind of massacre?
Yeah, today these March for Our Lives going on all around the country that I'm so humbled to be part of this one today in Irvine are about calling on Congress to put families first, not the NRA, and listen to what families want. The only excuse that Congress offers for failing time and time again to keep us safe is that they're bought and paid for by NRA money, and it's time for us to expect change.
In a country where one time the definition, democracy of the people, by the people, for the people was there, how come the Washington is being run today by the strong lobbies? It may be NRA, it may be oil lobby and all. Why all this and how to stop it?
Yep, we absolutely need to fight for campaign finance reform. It's a huge part of what we're doing in my campaign to defeat Mimi Walters. Not only do we not take NRA money, we don't take corporate PAC money, we don't take money from people who work at big banks, at big oil or big pharma, because I'm going to Washington to fight for families, not to fight for special interests. And so until we elect more folks like me who are going to run their campaigns on the values that families want, we're not going to see the change we need in Congress.
Katie, all the best wishes to you. At the same time, I like to say, I being a member of the Sikh faith and TV84 catering to the needs of the South Asians and the whole of America, there had been hundreds of incidents of hate crimes against the Sikhs since 9/11. And all this trend now, this gun culture, hate thing and all, what is the answer? What people need to do? Many, they don't come out to vote on the voting day. What message you have for all those who need to vote and come out and give their voice?
Yes. Trump's hateful rhetoric has spawned so many hate crimes and put so many of us at fear that we'll be attacked or hurt or suffer a hate crime in our workplaces, in our schools, in our places of worship. We have to all vote for candidates who will speak out against hate crimes and speak out for the culture of diversity that makes us stronger. Every single vote matters. That's how we're going to defeat Donald Trump. That's how we're going to take back Congress in 2018.
Thank you very much and all the best wishes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.